thanks to all of you for being here, and thanks for your support of me. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm going to turn it over to Bill for a minute.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
I just want to extend a welcome on behalf of the Atwood Foundation, which I'm pleased to serve as Vice Chairman, and maybe tell you a couple of things about this house for some of you who have not been here before. I noticed on the announcement for this, they called it the Atwood Mansion. It was never called the Atwood Mansion.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. House, maybe. But Bob and Evangeline named this Marilaine after their two daughters, Marilaine and Elaine, whose portraits are above the staircase there. Evangeline designed this house for entertainment. She loved to entertain, and she was, for all of her life, the city's biggest hostess. And Bob and Evangeline hosted incredible parties in this house. They entertained everybody from the King of Norway to cabinet members, to presidents, to senators, to representatives, to people in the arts. And they always had a big dinner in the dining room. And Bob loved to make a toast. Stood up and made it very good. And he would always have a lady to his right. And he would always hold hands. Bob had big, powerful hands, and he just loved to hold hands with the ladies. And after dinner, everyone at the table would adjourn to the living room here. And usually there was a fire in the fireplace because it wasn't a day like this. And the guest of honor would be seated somewhere and get to talk about what his or her expertise might be. And then all the guests would engage in conversation. So they were remarkable evenings. They were wonderful things. And fortunately, since the death of Bob and Evangeline and Elaine, this house has remained as the headquarters of the Atwood Foundation. The office is in the back over the garage, which was Bob's office after he sold the Times and retired. But it's maintained for purposes just like this. It's a place where to bring the community together, and Bob and Evangeline would have been tickled to death to have you folks here tonight. Bob, as most of you know, was president of the Chamber of Commerce for 2 terms, 1944 and 47 or something like that. Only one other person served as president of the Chamber for 2 terms, and that was Jack Anderson. And I've forgotten Jack's dates. But Bob was a great believer in the Chamber. He was a great community booster. He believed in Alaska. He believed in Anchorage. And he believed in the growth of this area. And that's what you all are committed to. And I think that's wonderful. And I congratulate all of you. Thank you for being here. And when you leave, as you go out, the girls will have a copy of Bob Atwood's book, Bob Atwood's Alaska, to give to each couple or to each individual if you're here alone. So don't forget to take your book. And if the box is empty by the time you get to the door, leave your name and we'll get it arranged. Thank you very
Great,
much.
thank you for opening the house. Anybody else like to make any comments?
I just have a question of Bill. I really have 2. One, what does the foundation do, the Atwood Foundation? And 2, I think it's also really nice that we're here on the 50th anniversary of statehood, which Mr. Atwood played such a significant role. Yeah.
The foundation's primary purpose is education in the arts. The Atwood Foundation is about $38 million. We're minuscule compared to the Rasmussen Foundation, but we are growing. Ed Rasmussen is the chairman of the Atwood Foundation, and Ed is a superior manager, as you know, so we grow. The development here is beyond the fence, came after the death of Elaine, and all of that property passed into the Atwood estate. And Ed is executor of the estate, and he led the development that's going on over there. And as those lots are sold, that money flows into the Atwood Foundation. So it's, if any of you want to buy lots, I think there's three or
I'm on a
four
budget,
left.
Bill.
Well, I think you can even get two together.
Oh.
But anyway, primarily arts and primarily